Smoking in Malaysia. Declared haram but almost never enforced. Why? By AZLAN ADNAN MA. Saturday, 20th of September 2025. The issue of whether smoking is permissible for Muslims in Malaysia has long been settled by authoritative religious rulings. On the 23rd of March 1995, the Muzakarah Jawatankuasa Fatwa Majlis Kebangsaan Bagi Ehwal Agama Islam Malaysia convened its 37th meeting. The council declared unequivocally that smoking is haram, forbidden in Islam, reasoning that smoking is harmful to health and thus falls within the prohibition of self-destruction. This decision was subsequently mirrored at the state level. For example, Selangor gazetted its fatwa on the 7th of December 1995 under the Enactment Pentadbiran Perundangan Islam 1989, making smoking officially haram for Muslims in the state. Similarly, Kelantan issued and gazetted its fatwa in 2015 under the Enactment Majlis Agama Islam dan Adat Istiadat Melayu Kelantan 1994, explicitly prohibiting both cigarettes and shisha. The fatwa councils have not limited their scope to conventional cigarettes. In 2013, shisha smoking was declared haram nationwide. On the 22nd of December 2015, the National Fatwa Council expanded the prohibition to include electronic cigarettes and vaping, again citing harm, wastefulness, and the absence of benefits. Despite the clarity of these fatwas, smoking among Muslims in Malaysia remains widespread. The contradiction is glaring. If something is declared haram, one would expect meaningful enforcement, yet cigarettes continue to be openly sold and consumed, even outside mosques and in public spaces. The hypocrisy lies in the disconnect between religious rulings and state enforcement. Jakim and the various state religious councils issue strong prohibitions, yet they stop short of policing them with the same vigor applied to other moral offenses. Fatwas against smoking exist on paper, but without consistent legal enforcement, they remain toothless. This selective enforcement is what makes the situation most indefensible. Religious authorities have shown they can act decisively in prosecuting khalwat, alcohol consumption, or nonconformity in dress. Yet when it comes to smoking, an act declared haram by the highest Islamic body in the land, no raids, summonses, or public shaming campaigns are seen. Instead, the authorities look away, and smoking is normalized among Muslims, including civil servants, teachers, and even mosque congregants. The commercial interests at stake are obvious. The tobacco industry contributes billions of ringgit in tax revenue. Enforcing the fatwa would mean confronting not only addicted individuals, but also powerful corporations and entrenched fiscal dependence. It is easier, politically and financially, to target powerless individuals caught in khalwat than to challenge multinational tobacco companies and government reliance on their revenue streams. This exposes a deep double standard. Islam is invoked when it comes to policing private morality, but conveniently sidelined when enforcement threatens state coffers or commercial lobbies. Fatwas become instruments of selective morality rather than consistent principles. The credibility of religious institutions suffers when they are seen to act against the weak but not against entrenched economic interests. It is a paradox that in a country where Islamic credentials are so often displayed in the political arena, the prohibition of smoking is treated as symbolic rather than substantive. Why issue fatwas at all if they are destined to be ignored in practice? The silence and inaction of Jakim and other agencies raise hard questions about priorities, consistency, and the sincerity of applying Islamic law in public life. Why WFPB, Doctors for Nutrition? WFPB stands for Whole Food, Plant-Based, a diet and lifestyle focused on plant-derived foods that are unprocessed or minimally processed, while minimizing or excluding animal products and highly refined ingredients. The diet emphasizes fruits, vegetables, whole grains, legumes, nuts, and seeds, while avoiding added sugars, refined flours, and oils. The core principle is to eat foods in their natural state or close to it, rather than highly processed imitation products. Key principles: whole foods. Foods that are in their natural, unrefined state or have undergone minimal processing, like canned beans or frozen vegetables. Plant-based. Foods that come exclusively from plants, excluding meat, dairy, eggs, and honey. Minimal processing. A focus on foods that are as close to nature as possible, avoiding ingredients that are heavily refined, such as white flour, white rice, and added oils. Nutrient dense. Prioritizing foods rich in fiber, vitamins, and minerals to meet nutritional needs. Foods to emphasize. Fruits and vegetables. A wide variety of fresh and colorful produce. Whole grains, such as brown rice, oats, quinoa, and whole wheat. Legumes. Beans, lentils, chickpeas, and peas. Nuts and seeds. Almonds, walnuts, chia seeds, and flax seeds. Foods to limit or avoid processed foods. Any food that has been heavily altered from its natural state. Animal products. Meat, dairy, and eggs. Refined grains, white flour, white rice, and pasta made from refined flour, added sugars and artificial sweeteners, including high fructose corn syrup and confectioner's sugar. Added oils, even those considered minimally processed like olive oil, are typically excluded due to their processing and added calories. WFPB versus vegan diet. While both are plant-focused, a vegan diet focuses only on eliminating animal products and can include highly processed foods, while a WFPB diet additionally emphasizes whole, minimally processed foods. A heartfelt light. To every soul whose hand did give, you've helped me dream, helped me live. In darkest hours your light came through, with hearts so kind, so pure, so true. Your gifts, like stars in deepest night, have steered me gently toward the light. Each coin, each word, each silent prayer, a thread of hope so rich, so rare. My eyes once dimmed now seek the skies, and slowly clearer visions rise. Because of you, I dare to see the world again, its grace, its plea. Your compassion's flame will not just stay with me alone. It lights the way for others wandering through despair to feel the warmth of selfless care. You've shown what love in action means, in quiet ways through giving scenes. You've built a bridge from soul to soul and made the broken feel more whole. So let this thanks rise like a song, a melody both soft and strong. May your example gently call more hearts to rise to give. To fall into the joy of lifting pain, of planting hope where none remains. Your kindness walks beside me still, a light, a love, a living will.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to show your support.